Thank you very much for your time, Mr. Sapeta, here on ENCA. The union say it's not surprised. Do you agree, however, that there is only so much government can do and the behavior of South Africans also plays a huge role?
Good morning to you and your viewers. Yes, we are not surprised, as you will know, that we have been on the ground, and as a result of that, we have placed recommendations for consideration to the Department of Health as early as July. And unfortunately, less attention paid to those recommendations. Hence, to date, we are having these problems because we have just analyzed the statistics from the 30th November to date. You'll be shocked to realize that 1,475 people just in the last 10 days have died to COVID. And in the same 10th day, we realized 57,381 new infections. So that to us has given us really a reason to doubt whether the government really is paying attention to what is supposed to be.
Well, this comes at the worst time, Mr. Sapeta. The festive season is normally marred by road accidents and violence, and hospitals across the country are usually overwhelmed. Now this.
The problem is the psychological preparedness of South Africans who unfortunately are not assisted. Remember, the emphasis at the time when we were confronted with the first wave was more about the winter, and anyway it gave an impression that COVID is less operating under summer, and scientifically were proven wrongly. Were proven wrong to date. So that's one area that we think that needs to be strengthened: the psychological preparedness of South Africans, who can only be helped by factual reflections on the pattern and the nature of the virus that we're confronted with. So generally, South Africans, they are more free because they've been told that this virus is not necessarily existing under summer. And that's what now we have been proven wrong again.
What are your members saying on the ground? I mean, has their employer said anything, for instance, about them not taking leave during this time?
Unfortunately, the last time we met with the department is almost 3 to 4 months ago. Because there's never been an appetite really to engage and look into the recommendation because of the assumption that South Africa is getting out of the COVID. And we want government right there that they must prepare, because we've studied to other countries of the world that the second wave is possible and is real. Therefore, we must prepare for that. And unfortunately, that has not happened. And as you will know, that there are no material changes in terms of the provision of adequate PPEs. The whole issue of the health and safety has never been a movement. If there is so insignificant. Just on the 1st July, when we were launching our 16 days of activism, in Mpumalanga, we visited Witbank Hospital. What we saw, we were not happy with it because we were told that by now we would have learned lessons and used the experience of the first wave in part of preparing the second wave. But the situation is deteriorating, and we're quite concerned, really, but not shocked, because our government really has not taken this battle to what is supposed to be, because our view, the battle really for this virus always remains the battlefield always remains hospitals. That's why now as you have seen that 2 days ago in East London, they were troubled in terms of beds and also accommodating people. As a result, they had to stay more than 12 hours in the ambulances and so forth. So there's not much really serious effort that has been put really to avert the situation, in our view.
There not being an appetite for government to meet with you as a union, as one of the largest unions in the sector, it also speaks to the issue about public servants being told they simply will not get increments. Perhaps people running government should also remember that they too are public servants and should not get increases, bonus, etc.
It's an unfortunate thing, as you will know. This is not just a wake up, you just sleep and wake up and ask for increases. This is as a result of the agreement entered into by us as a public service unions together with government in 2018. So by virtue of that agreement, that it means this thing is due to us and we need to have it, and we will never rest until the public servants are paid. Yesterday there was a meeting with the president, and at the center of that meeting was the issue of the payment, and we'll continue to do that. And I don't want to be threatening people, but I want to assure our members that this is a battle worth to take, and here's January, and we'll see what we can do if our members are not paid up until January.
Just very quickly before I let you go, Mr. Sapeta, you also have members within the education sector. What's your reaction to yesterday's High Court ruling on the rewriting of those 2 leaked matric papers?
Yes, we have members in the sector, but we are supporting fully what the Democratic Teachers Union, SADU, has been saying as our sister union, and we stand by SADU and its view as it relates to the implications and the difficulties of the rewriting. But we will have to read really the judgment and see to what an extent we continue to support our sister union in relation to that.
Well, thank you very much. That was Nehawu's General Secretary, Zola Sapeta.